Well, this is record.
Hello.
Hello?
I can hear you. This is Mr. Deaver. Can you see me?
Oh, yes, I can see you.
I can't see you.
Oh, I don't have my camera on.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. You can listen in then. How are you?
I'm fine. And yourself?
I'm doing good. Doing good. You're Amanda's dad, is that right?
No, Carter's.
Carter's. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't sure. All I could see is Joe. I wasn't sure who it was. How's Carter doing?
She's fine.
Very good. Very good. And you have several kids in your home, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember we're at the parent conference time. You had a few there.
Mm-hmm.
That keeps everybody busy.
It does. I'm looking forward to this Google Classroom stuff, figuring out how to juggle it.
Yeah. I think this will be very, very helpful, very handy for sure. I see Mrs. Bob.
No, you didn't say your jacket. Well, you do have one extra jacket on, so yeah. Oh, you can't do that.
All right, Mrs. Bob, I just muted you. That's all. Oh. I just muted you, Mrs. Bob. That's all. There you go.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah. Because this is your laptop, right?
This is my company laptop.
You guys done Legos or what?
And it only was given to me because of COVID-19, so I'm still trying to get used to it.
Nice. Very nice.
There we go. Now I hear you better. Okay, we have all kinds of crazy things going on right now. So I figure if I put your headphones on, then you won't get all the background noise.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and mute.
Okay, no
I'll
problem.
have everybody muted. Carter's dad, I'm going to mute you for now, too.
Like lots of candy in them?
Need to go get some. We're nearly out.
All right. I see Connor's mom. How are you? Can you hear us or hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now too. Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
We're I'm having everybody go ahead and mute unless you have something to say as everybody comes in. Good job. I guess I could play music, huh? Any requests? Hold on.
Because it's REM. It's This Is the End of the World as We Know It.
REM. Yes, that's a good one. Let's see.
I heard somebody adopted that to a coronavirus lyric. It was pretty entertaining.
That would be. Let's see. Where is that? Here we go. Can you hear it now?
Okay.
Hello, Brodo's dad. We're just waiting for everybody and playing some music.
Screen down, Coro.
What, you're there too, Brodo? Oh, hi. There's your mom. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Say hi. Hi.
Bye, Dodo. All right, I'm gonna just mute you for now while we're waiting for everybody.
Sure. Sure.
Sophia's mom. Welcome. Can you hear us, Miss Manley? Yeah, I was just playing some music. That's all.
I just did a Zoom chat with my calculus class, and they were struggling hearing me on this computer, so I didn't know if you could hear me or not.
Yeah, you're a little muddled a tad. It must be your microphone or something.
Yeah, I don't know how to fix that.
No worries. I can hear you well enough. How's that?
Okay, great.
All right. As everybody comes in, go ahead and just mute yourself, or I can do it too. And there's Chloe G's mom. Hi. I see Rob's mom's coming in, and Nolan's mom. All right. There's Nolan's mom. I can see her. Hi. All right.
Okay, then. We made her little.
Oh, there. I see Rob's mom. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome.
Mom. Oh. Tell them not right now.
All right. Rob's mom, I'm just going to mute you unless you need to say something real quick. I'm just waiting for everybody to chime in.
Oh, I can mute it.
Okay. All right. Riley's family's trying to get in, and I think Saya's dad. Is that right?
Yes. How's it going?
Good. Welcome.
Thank you.
I'm just going to mute you right now. Saya's dad. All right. Sorry, excuse me. All right. Let's see. Oh, is that Riley's mom? Don't have your audio yet. Are you there, Mrs. Renfro? Nope, we lost your lost your camera there.
No, I can hear.
Oh, okay, is that Malesha's family?
Yes, that's me.
All right, hi. We can't see you, but you can hopefully. Oh, now we can see you. There you are.
Hi.
Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to put you on mute right now, okay?
Sure.
All right. I still can't hear Riley's family. You can see them. Just give everybody just a couple more minutes and then we'll get started here. Was that Saya in the background there?
Yes, it is.
I thought I saw her. Hey, Saya.
Hi.
Oh, is that?
That's weird. I got one of them now.
Okay, I think Riley's mom's coming in. Is that Nolan I see?
Yeah,
Hi, Nolan.
I'm doing Adventure Academy.
Too early to get in here.
Adventure Academy.
Yeah. My mom got it for me yesterday.
You're gonna have to take notes for me. I've got to go to work.
All right.
Can you take notes?
You know what I got on my computer, Nolan?
That's not funny. It's not funny at all.
Okay. I don't know what that was, but hey. All right. As people are kind of coming in, I'll kind of get started. There is a way, if you have a question, there's a way to kind of like raise your hand, or you can actually, there's a chat section too. If there's a question while someone's talking, while I'm talking, you can type in the chat or just kind of flag me down and we'll have you come on in. So first of all, thank you all for doing this. This is historic, and it actually really warms my heart. I love all this new technology to better connect with everybody. Clearly, it'd be better if we were in person. There is absolutely no substitute for one-on-one in the classroom with the kids, with parents. So there is no substitute for that. But if we have to do, we can't have that. This is amazing. When I started teaching a long time ago, there was nothing like this. And so I'm really thrilled that we can connect. And I really appreciate you guys doing as much as you have. As you can see, we don't have everybody in this. And I can see even there's a bunch of the students that aren't logging in or doing anything. So I got to find a way to reach out to them. So first of all, thank you guys so much. I'm sure you have lots and lots of questions. I want to give you some updates from the district and then kind of run you through just kind of the basics of what's going to happen as the kids move forward with this remote or distance learning. And then if you have questions, I'll take them and stay as long as you need. And if there's something that comes up and you'd rather talk to me one-on-one, we can definitely do that. I've already met one-on-one with a couple of the parents, video chatting. So I'm available for that as well. So, all right. First of all, just kind of an update on the district. The district has been really stepping up their game. They are going all out on trying to come up with resources, just webinars and professional development website and stuff for the teachers to kind of give you a behind the scenes type of thing what was going on. When we teachers heard what was going on, we rallied and started helping each other. I know the third grade team, oh my gosh, every single one of them are just amazing. They're all on a huge learning curve with this technology and remote learning. So it was good to see that they said, hey, let's find a way to make this work. And oh my gosh, they're doing really well. So we as teachers were kind of freaking out. How are we going to do this? And I'm not bragging. I wasn't freaking out. I kind of knew what to do. I was on it. And that's because, and I was telling Mrs. Bob this earlier, about 5-6 years ago, the district had massive all day professional development times, and it was really focused on technology. And I actually led some of the sessions. And at that time, teachers were still resistant. No, I don't want to do this. No, I'll never use it. And now they're having to catch up. So the district was trying to help them a few years ago. So the district is putting together all these materials now. I'm actually on one of the teams that is assembling some stuff. I made some flyers and a video for the entire district for one program. So next week, the teachers are going to spend learning all the new programs and planning and collaborating and basically getting our act together so it's not piecemealed and it's not all jumbled as much. If you have other kids in other classrooms, please be patient with those teachers. They're still learning too. So the first week or two may be a little rough. So just be kind and show a lot of grace, especially if they don't communicate back to you as quick as you might want. They're still trying to figure that out. So that's what the district said is this first week or two, they just said, don't give them anything new. You can talk to them, you can throw fun stuff at them, but really there's no new grading stuff and no new assignments that count. Nothing needed can count right now. Same thing for next week. Next week will just be kind of keep doing the same thing. For my class, they still have the programs they can work on. They still have the writing to do. They still have the history project to work on and submit. So really, next week is going to be the transition week. The following week is when we go, all right, go. And it probably won't look amazingly different because your kids already kind of know. They're going to know what to expect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my screen on so you can see it. And I'm going to show you what the kids have already looked at before and kind of explain what's going on. So let me turn my screen so you can see it. And I'll take you over to our Google Classroom. So this is the Google Classroom that we talk about all the time. And the way you log into this, it can be from any computer, is you make sure, and up here in the corner, make sure that they are logged in as themselves. You can see this is me, Deaver at riversideunified.org. They need to be themselves under the Google account. Once they do that, they'll be able to get into everything we've already been working on really easily because it's been saved. And so Google Classroom, if you still need the class code, I can give it to you at another time. But when they come in, there's different ways to look at it. So there's the stream, which usually has like announcements and just maybe some links and things like that. If I scroll down, you can kind of see where I posted a new book that I'm reading, The Miraculous Journey of Edward Tulane. If I scroll down a little bit further, you can see the last chapters of the book that we're reading, Castle in the Attic. And you can see they have files, audio files on it. And I don't know if you can kind of see, like, the kids have left comments on here for me. They've asked questions. So it's very interactive. And I respond back to them. You can kind of see down here at the bottom, Brodo asked me a question, and I actually tagged him in the comments so he know it goes to him, and he probably should have gotten an email from me with the same answer on it. So the stream is just kind of announcements, links, just things to post on it. It's not really assignments. If we come over here to classwork, this is where they're going to be needing to go to every week and probably every day, Monday through Friday. Just so you know, the district is only requiring about 10 hours a week of, quote, school work time. So I'm not going to be giving you guys like hours and hours per day for your kids to be working. The district wants a total of 10 hours for the week. So it's about 2 hours a day that they should be working on something. If you choose to have them do more, that's okay. So it's really, on our end, it's not going to be this massive amount of stuff to be doing. So if we're looking at classwork, you can see I still have on here the historical landmark. And on this one, what it is they need to submit here either their Google Slides or their PowerPoint, or if they made a poster, just take a picture of it and you can submit it here. And then there's a link here to Flipgrid where they actually can do their oral presentation. So since we can't do it online, I mean, we can't do it live, and it would take a really long time probably if we did a video chat. They can do it at their own time. Just go to Flipgrid. It's a video, Flipgrid's a video housing type of website. The kids love it because they all want to be YouTubers or some kind of influencer. So here's their chance to be on a video and be as silly and fun as they want to be. So this is where they're actually going to do the oral presentations, except for the ones that are doing video presentations. So I know Tegan, she's already submitted her video presentation, so she doesn't have to go to Flipgrid. And I think Connor put it on a slide presentation, so he doesn't have to go to Flipgrid either. But the rest, anybody else who is needs to do the oral presentation, this is where they're going to do it. All right, so just scrolling down real quick, this is just some other stuff that we've used before, and the kids are welcome to go back and look at different websites and different activities. The big thing that's going to be different is right here, the playlist. And I'm going to add a new playlist every week. And this is just a sample. This is not the final product. I'm going to click on it. And in here are the notes and just kind of a checkoff list for you and your child to say, okay, here's what I need to do this week. I did not put down, do it on this day, do it on this day. I recognize your time constraints are challenging. You guys have your own schedules. So I really wanted to leave it open-ended. So here's just a list of activities, and there's no specific order they have to do it in. It's just get it all done. So for example, and again, this is just a kind of a rough look at it. So for language arts, they would need to log into Read Theory and do 6 quizzes for the week. And I'm going to add one writing response. So on Wednesdays, I'll turn it on for them to do a writing component. ReadWorks, they have not done online, and I'll actually walk them through that. ReadWorks is an online digital reading program. They've actually used the papers. I've actually printed it off, but we've never done it digitally. So I'm going to add that to them, and there'll be like a couple articles that they read throughout the week, maybe even just one. And my plan is, you can see on here, choose one of the assigned selections and answer the quiz. I want to give the kids options to find something that they're interested in. And so I'll probably put 2 or 3 options on there, and they can choose which one they want to read. And there's a quiz at the end of most of those ReadWorks. They do it all online, and I will be able to see the results once they do it. So it's super, super easy. Spelling City, the kids have been doing it all year long. So that link is also on here on Google Classroom. They just need to post it on here after they get their score. And then the writing, that's nothing new. That's the same thing that's I signed before we went off on our little strange break here. So just to clarify, there are 4 major writing assignments they have. And I'm going to scroll down here a little bit. So they need to do at least 1 summary, and it could be of an article, it can be of a book, 1 narrative writing, 1 opinion writing, and 1 informative writing. And so, for example, I'll click on opinion writing. And within opinion writing, I give a little bit more directions. So for example, write a multi-paragraph opinion essay using at least 2 sources. And the kids already know this, and they know to use Newsela, Doggo, and they can find other things too. They can find other resources from home. Just so you guys know, I actually said if they picked something to do an opinion on and a parent is an expert in that, that's a source, as long as they can quote the parent as well. And then they have to cite their reasons, read it. And I also always say, read it out loud and have someone check it before they submit it. And then they could submit it as a Google Doc, a Word document, or as I know Sophia did, she took a picture and they sent it to me. So now I just need to read it. They can submit it here as a Google Doc or even as a Word document. So that's all here. So that we have opinion, informative, narrative, and summary. And I'm going to eventually add some extra resources for at least 3 of those, and possibly some sample writings. So they can say, oh, in order to get a 3 or 4, it needs to look like this. So that's going to be updated next week as well. So jumping back up to our playlist, we have the writing, and then they're going to have 1 academic word to do each week, and they will use Flipgrid to do that. And they should know what it is. They have an academic word. They need to come up with a definition, a meaningful sentence, and hand motions, and they can make it up any way they want, and they put that on Flipgrid. It's a really fun activity. So that's language arts. Math, again, it's going to be kind of open-ended. Extra math is a fact like learning thing. It's real quick. They're on it for like 10-15 minutes at the most. It's not an ongoing thing. So they get on, do it for 10 minutes, they're done. Zern, that's keeping, there's a path that they follow for the different modules. Right now they're on the fractions one, and I'm going to keep them on that till we move on to the next module. And then Eureka math lessons. This one's going to be the challenging one because I will assign different lessons, but I'm also going to open it up throughout the week to different times if they want a video chat, and I'll walk them through the lesson itself. They can do it on their own if they want to try, but if they want extra help, I'll do like a open video chat. And then again, if you and your child are like, we're stuck, we'll do a one-on-one video chat and we'll figure it out. I also recommend Khan Academy just on the side. If you get stuck on a topic, you can just plug it in and it'll give you some good suggestions. And then we have another math website called Redbird, and this actually goes back for most of them to skills they haven't learned since 1st, 2nd grade and part of 3rd grade. So as you can see on there, Redbird, again, 10-15 minutes a day. Extra math should take maybe 10 minutes. Zern hopefully take only about 10 minutes or so. The Eureka math might take a little longer depending on how quickly they get it or not. And then I'll add other things like mystery science, and that'll be like one mystery science thing for the week. And I just found a social studies website, and that's a big deal. I've been looking for, golly, like 5, 6, 7 years for a decent one. So I just found one today. We're going to try it. We'll see how good it is. And again, that should be a limited amount of time. It's not a long thing. I probably won't start it till we make sure that the projects are done. So this is where they're going to come every week, and they'll see like this is the week for, I pretended like it was this week's assignments. So when we start in 2 weeks, this is what they're going to see. So that, and they can submit things on here as well. So let me stop sharing. Actually, let me go ahead and do this. Does anybody have any questions before I move on? And you have to unmute yourself so I can see who has a question. No one has a question. We're good.
No, that's a question.
Okay, who's that?
Yeah, sorry, it's Connor's mom. I noticed it says week of 323 to 327, they have work. I've kind of been letting him have spring break and work on his history project all So
Right.
do I need to?
No.
Sorry.
This one was just a practice sample one. I just threw that on there just to show what it's going to look like. This is not, I'll probably delete it after this chat. Just so, this was just to show you guys what it's going to look like.
Oh, okay, thank you. And then I'm not familiar with Flipgrid, but yes, I embedded videos in the, well, I didn't. I showed Connor how to do it, and then he did the rest on the Google Slides, but it's a combination of him talking and showing videos. Can he do that on Flipgrid?
He can't really show videos, and let's
okay.
see, but it's video of just him, or any student, whatever, and talking just kind of like here. So like, yeah, it would just be that. It's just a one-on-one video. Sometimes they do it with partners too, but yeah, it's not like you can click and say, hey, I'm going to show you this video too.
All right, I'll need to chat with you about his history project then, because of how he's designed it.
I saw it. It looked fine.
But I don't know that it has. Okay, he has a lot more information to share, I guess is what I'm getting at, than what's in the video.
Oh, okay. Then he could do that on Flipgrid. That would be super easy, because then I can see this video that he made.
You can show his like, can he say, hey, go to slide 2 and show video 1?
He could say that, and then I can look at it that way too. Yeah.
Then to link them. Okay. All right. Thank you. Sorry.
Sure. No, it's good questions.
That's seriously.
Hi, Mr. Deaver. We still want to stay up on AR, right?
Yes, that's a good question. So as much as possible, yeah, go ahead and keep working on that. And they have their goals already set. You can get any books. I sent out the link for Epic Books. And if you need me to make it so you get it at home for free, Epic has opened it up so the parents can use it after hours for free until I think June or July. Some of you have got signed up for it. If you're not, send me your email and we'll do that.
Thank you.
But yes on AR. Good question. All right. Anybody else? Okay. All right. So I know technology is, definitely a daunting thing, and especially with education. Again, if you get stuck or something, let me know. And like I said, I can show you my screen. And this Zoom is really cool because I can look at your screen as well. So if your kid goes, I'm stuck, what do? I'll say, flip it around, let me look at it, and I'll walk them through it. So it has a lot of possibilities with Zoom, which is again a newer thing that we have not used. So I'm really excited about it. All right. Anybody else have questions?
One more question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Can you walk through the Eureka math again?
Right. So for Eureka, I'm gonna assign some pages where we left off, and the kids can try it on their own. And I'll be able to send hopefully some links. I'm gonna look for them that you can help see it too and walk them through it. Eureka is an open math program. We don't pay for Eureka because it's open. What we did pay for is the actual workbooks that we had to buy, and those are pretty expensive. But really, what I plan to do is send out the assignments, and if I want to do two things. If I can get on my if I get my act together, I'm going to make some math videos that I'll put on my YouTube channel, and that will also be linked on the playlist. So that way you guys can see it, and if you still get stuck, then you can contact me, and we might do some like group ones. I'll say, okay, on Tuesday at 9:30, I'm going to do math lesson 23. If you want to, you know, come in, let's do it together.
No.
Does that answer help?
No.
Okay. All right. Did somebody else have a question?
No.
Are you sure you don't have any questions?
No.
All right. Riley, you don't have any questions?
No, thank you.
Okay, just checking. All right. I'm trying to think of what else that I haven't quite covered. I mean, there'll be definitely more coming up, I'm sure. The main thing is, let me tell you something else the district told us, is their grades will not drop at all. So even if they're not turning something in or it's not even stellar work, they won't go lower than their last report card. They do have the opportunity to go up for their grades. So everything's in the favor of the kids. It's all this is just to help them stay active and still learning. I want to encourage more creating things. I really, you know, I've talked to my kids about this. To learn, you have to gather the information, you have to process the information, and then eventually share it. And I would love for them to come up with different ways to share what they've learned, either through a PowerPoint or a Google Slides or a Google document or a video. Why not even have them lead a video chat of something that they learned and answer the questions? I really want them to like use this time to be really super creative. They could, you know, some of you guys have YouTube channels. All right, do a video on it and we'll watch it. I'll put it out there. So I really, this is my dream time, because the school system fights and says you need to do it this way, and I've been fighting it for years. I'm like, no, kids can be so creative. They can really rise to the occasion, and I can see us doing that now. And since school is already way different, looking different, let's make it different. Let's make it fun. Let's make it interesting. Let's make it meaningful to them, as opposed to just answer this and just do this. Give them a little bit more ownership in it and much more interest. So that's my hopes for the next few weeks. And I don't think we're going to make it back to school this year. I do not have any inside information. That is just my guess. So
I have a question.
Yes.
So yeah, so you're saying that, you know, that potentially they're not going to make it back to school. So how will grades work and all? Like, is there going to be like a catch up? I think, do they do SBAC, or is that fourth grade they start SBAC?
No, good questions. They are technically supposed to start the state testing, the SBAC, this year. We've actually been practicing it all year long, which is kind of funny. But the state of California just canceled it and said, we're not doing it this year.
Okay.
I am thrilled at that. But at the same time, if they do it next year, it makes it really weird with trying to do things. And I think Mrs. Manley probably knows that's going to kind of mess things up for her class as well when she gets her students next year. But I'm thrilled. I don't like that test.
It's the evil.
What's that?
I'm at the top end, so we get screwed.
Yes, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's really going to hurt you. And so being third grade, we're the ones who usually start it. So now next year, fourth grade's going to have to start it for you guys. So yeah, I'm okay with not doing it. So, but that was a good question. Anybody else? No? Okay. You're good. Again, thank you so much for taking your time. Hopefully, you know, I'm pretty available. I know I've talked to several of you already before one-on-one. I try to respond back to you through Class Dojo as quick as I can. as you guys already know, that's where I send all my information out. But if you need a private, I mean, it's all private. When you send it to me, no one else sees it. I know Mrs. Bob has actually sent me emails, and I'll respond to those as well. So, you know, ask away. This is all brand new. I generally know what I'm doing, but still be patient with me. And I may, you know, not quite get it all right every time either. So, well, I'll do my best. How's that?
You're doing a great job, Mr. Deaver.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So, all right. Well, I'm going to stay on for a few minutes because it's 6:30 in case some people got the times wrong. But you guys, unless you have any questions, thank you so much. You guys are an awesome group of parents. So I really appreciate you so much. So
Thank you.
have a good spring break.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
take care. Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Have a good spring break.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, Mr. Deaver.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Who said bye? I heard a kid's voice. Was that Nolan?
Yeah.
All right. Bye, Nolan.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Oh, I see Riley. Bye, Riley.
Bye.
I see you. All right, since this is still recording and instead of just looking at my face the whole time, I'm going to go ahead and end this session. So those of you who were not able to jump in and be part of the conversation, that's okay. I know everybody has very busy schedules, but again, as I said earlier in the video chat, if you need a one-on-one video chat with me, don't hesitate to ask and we'll set up a time. Or if you just need to message me on Class Dojo, I'll answer as quickly as I can. And again, if your child has a question, we can definitely do the video chat through that way as well. So again, if you stayed this long listening and watching, thank you so much. And hang in there. We're gonna make it through this time very well. So, all right, take care, everybody.